own live, and the people was telling me not to go. So, Netra, when you made the first remark and said, you notice I have not been over a month, that's not the truth. It hasn't been a full month. There's times that I'm in there and you may not know I'll speak and you won't speak back. I don't expect you to, because there's too many people in the room. And we all know as a host, sometimes we see it and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we speak to who we want. Sometimes we don't. Whatever the case may be. But let's get something clear. You are absolutely right, Netra. I haven't been there as much as I used to be. And you are right that I have been in other spaces because I'm a grown-ass motherfucking woman. The difference between me and you is I support you. You do not support me. So please don't clock where I go. Please don't ever clock where I go. I don't care if I got 2 people in my room. I give out plenty of support on this app. Whether I travel for birthdays, whether I travel for the regular trips, whether I sign up and be a subscriber, whether I throw gifts, or whether I be entertainment on your panels. No, I'm not going to a docket. To me, that was a personal attack from Peach. Peaches, let me be clear. Not the boy Peach, the woman, the elder. Someone I had respect for. And I made that clear in the clip. We were just all together taking shots on the cruise. So where did this all come from? Peaches, you were in the comments. Let's be clear. While the banter was going on, because you wrote me. You tagged me. And told me basically not to play with Shell. We laughed about it. So for you to come in the panel and say, the first thing was, oh, I just woke up. I didn't. Okay. Read the room if not. Then you tried to apologize and went back and said, well, it is what it is. And you stand on what you say. And that's why I would never get in the panel. So when Netra, you told me let's be a woman about it and let's have a conversation because I'm downstairs typing, is because I'm very observant. And I felt the energy from your first shade remark, Netra. I felt the energy from your first shade remark. Chavon always move alone and by herself. I don't need anybody to come up here and attack you. I don't need anybody else to give their input. I'm telling you how I feel. And no, I'm not coming over there. Because if you were feeling the way, you have my number as well. I didn't feel no way towards you about me personally. We all have our thoughts about how people react and do and say certain things on this app. But last night was a bit much for me. But one thing that Chavon knows is this. When a person show you who they are, you always should believe it. The second thing is, Chavon quotes all the time, and everybody commenting in the panel in her own. No one on Messy Talk is exempt. That includes Chavon. Shell cleared it up for Peaches and told Peaches, I don't need anybody to fight for me. Me and Chavon is good. That wasn't called for. Peaches continue. I sat there in the room for a while. So when I went in the panel, Netra, and you asked me, well, Chavon, you know, you a little upset. You need to calm down. That's why I didn't want to come in your panel, because I felt the way. I tried to dismiss the first shadiness from Netra. Okay, don't take it personal, Chavon. But then when you saw what Peaches did to me and made the accusations and told me to kiss her ass, and I had not said none of that to Peaches. I had not said none of that to Peaches. Nor Shell. Okay? You said, well, in that case, if Peaches is apologizing to Chavon, do Chavon owe Scooter an apology? I come up to the box because at that point, let me defend myself. Scooter, first thing Scooter says, Chavon don't owe me an apology. I said, I'm not here to apologize to you, because what I said is what I said and I meant it, but I never talked down about Scooter nor her apartment or it being Section 8. I quote what Scooter's quoting. Every time, so I was being funny. This is the only thing that Scooter holler out on the app is she love her new Section 8 apartment. Let's be clear. Everybody was laughing about that. If you felt like I was irritating and I was doing too much on your panel, Netra, you could have dismissed me. You could have even text me and say, Chavon, I think you should calm down. I'm going to go ahead and drop you. Or whatever the case may be. Because I respect you as such. I know I'm not exempt on how I'm handled. But when I catch shade and you want to turn it into a court case, let me tell you what I want to do. I want to tell you what my thoughts is. I'm not here to bash you and bring up any other conversations. I watch closely and I watch from afar. I won't be jumping in panels. I won't be continuing to discuss this every day, all day. I'm going to say my piece and mean it. I'll keep my ass away from FOE, so now you don't have to wonder. Okay? Because what you won't do is get a chance to humiliate me again and make it seem like, what the fuck am I over here for? And I ain't been here. Because those that know me know Chavon has not even really been on TikTok. And when I do come in, I'm coming in late. And I'm probably over late nights. I'm asking Tyra and Mad Cow for the last 2 to 3 weeks. What's the tea? I've been missing it. Because I haven't been in the streets. Or I'm calling my friend on the back end asking her, hey, what's going on? If I'm in there, either I was working outside, I really haven't been a part of much. Did it hurt my feelings? I'm human, yes. I don't need any I don't need no pity party at all. The reality is, it is what it is. And I was saying that in the comments. So, Netra, you said I was writing in the comments. I was writing in the comments so that I wouldn't be yelling in your panel. So I wouldn't say things that I regret, because that's why I'm learning to move forward. Sometimes when we react out of anger and we react out of emotions, we say stuff that we can't take back. So that's why I went to the comments. Don't tell me nor force me to do anything that you want me to do in a moment. One more other thing. Peaches, Shell told you I don't need you to do anything or to fight my battles. She also told you that we were playing. But when it continued to go on for the rest of the night, you switched your story 4 or 5 times. First was I came in, I was asleep. All I knew is I heard Chavon going at my sister. And what you heard me saying to your sister was never disrespectful. I never said nothing negative to Shell. I just said, dang, Shell, you picking a side. Shell, you gonna jump me with them? Shell, we was just on the cruise, taking shots, having fun with each other. So, Netra, when you made the remark to what's her name? Peaches. Yeah, Peaches, I thought maybe, I did hit her when she threw that shade. That wasn't shade. I was telling Shell, like, damn, Shell, I just didn't know it was like that. And I still don't got no issue with Shell. Respectfully, I don't got no issues with Peaches. I just know I can't fuck with her. Because when you tell me the first time how you feel about me and you react because you didn't read the room, is what you're trying to say. But you did say you heard us bantering. You heard us playing. Miss Perry kept saying it. We all was playing. But we all know on Messy Talk or on social media or on TikTok, one thing about it, when our favorites speak, it leads our people a narrative to continue to go with, especially when you're not liked. Can we be clear here? So, Netra, when you made the remark that I had not been in your panel and I have not been around, your people spunt it. And yes, I said spunt. They spunt it to the way of, oh yeah, she was going too far. But all of y'all was laughing, throwing gifts, tagging my name. We having a ball. Having so much fun, whoever paid me back must was loving it too. As I tell everybody, when you watch and you see what's done, understand it can be done to you. So Chavon knows she's not exempt. But I didn't expect for Peaches to play in my face the way she did. I just didn't. I didn't see it coming. I didn't. She wasn't even in the panel. Nor was Shell, but Shell came up laughing and bantering. Understand this. I have some amazing people that was in my live last night as I was drinking. Okay? And I said, let's go over Netra house. And they kept saying no. And I said, well, y'all, I'm going to Netra house and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to tell them and then we going to have a ball. They kept telling me, no, Chavon, protect your energy, don't go. But I decided to go. When you build relationships with people, your relationship should be in importance to you and that person and not use it for entertainment. If there was an issue with you and I where you were feeling away, as you always say, somebody could have picked up the phone. You could have, because you had not done nothing to me. I might not agree with your actions or what you say, but this is TikTok. I don't agree with a lot of shit. There's times when people don't agree with me. I'm not picking up the phone telling y'all what I don't agree with. Because a lot of y'all do it for entertainment purposes as well as for a money grab. So I don't jump into it. I have accepted what it is. Hey, everybody. Welcome in.
Hi, Chavon. I think you're missing a point in piece with Peaches, because when she came on a panel, she had went off and then she was like, well, I was sleeping, I'm protecting shells. And then when everybody's like, oh, they were joking, she goes, yeah, I was joking too. It's like, girl, which one was it? Was you joking?
Exactly, Candy.
Or was you serious? But I think you were serious. But the fact that everybody in the room said they was joking, now all of a sudden, Peaches, you motherfucking joking. Please.
I agree. So you might have came in a little late, but I did mention all of that. Peaches, so this is a thing, what people didn't know though, Peaches was in the comments and tagged me first. She tagged me before she came in the panel and told me basically she don't play about Shell. Okay? I laughed at it and I tagged her back because I thought it was banter. But when she came up, you got to understand that me and Peaches wasn't arguing. It was on Showtime. So by the time Showtime came, I was number one. I think Peaches was like, what, number 4 or 5? So Peaches was able to talk, then Netra was able to talk. Somebody else was able to talk, then Netra was able to talk. Somebody else was able to talk, then Shell was able to talk. Somebody else, so, you know what I'm saying? So it was a delay in it. But once I caught on, if anybody watched the clip, I had been laughing the whole night. I was drinking, but I did not forget. Before I rolled over, it fucked me up so bad, I took notes of what was my thoughts in the moment. Okay?
Time you saying that Peaches was never actually sleeping, she was lying?
Yes. Because even if you were asleep, though, let's talk about that, Candy. Even if you were asleep when you came in, you said what you said to me, and you heard me and Shell. There was a point in time before you joined the panel. But then, after Shell cleared it up and told Peaches, I don't need you to fight my battles, me and Chavon is good. We're just playing. You continue to apologize and then say, well, I said what I said. And then eventually when I came up and I talked to Miss Netra about it, because Miss Netra kept telling me, well, Chavon, hey, you in the comments writing about this. Why you can't be woman enough and just have a conversation? Well, it wasn't about me being woman enough. I have to take time to process things before I flash the fuck out. See, people think everything is okay when they offended or feel away. It's okay for them to crash out, disrespect people, come back and apologize, whatever. I don't want to be that person. I don't do well with apologies. Y'all may use it as joking matters, but I always say this when y'all quote me. Apology brings change behavior. Do not apologize to Chavon. I don't want your apology. If you want to be a part of my life, a part of my platform, a part of me, you want to laugh and giggle with me, just change your behavior.
Is that why? Because when we played the clip, you was like, oh, I don't accept the apology. Is that why you say you didn't accept the apology?
Yeah, because she kept going. In the comments, she would tag certain people saying little stuff. And then in the panel, when she was talking about it, because you got to understand, she tried to insinuate HEV, but I really believe in my heart she was trying to say H whatever V. You get it?
I meant to say HPV. That's what I think.
Thank you. Okay, so then she mentioned somebody. I don't recall her mentioning herpes, but something was said about me kissing, me going around kissing, and I may get blah, blah, splee. But then this is the part that really sealed the deal. And I can kiss her ass. Peach is older than me. I don't disrespect my elders. I would rather just go and walk away. That's the same thing I teach my children. Now hold on, Candy. If we're in the heat of the moment and we all into it, it is what it is, and we stuck. But I had not done nothing to that lady for her to do that to me. And then once I went down, and then eventually when I came up to address Netra's comment about if Peaches is apologizing to Chavon, well, do Chavon owe Scooter an apology? And I feel like if I owe her an apology, everybody does. But I wasn't giving Scooter an apology because I knew what I was doing, when I was doing it, and what I was saying. It's called intent versus impact. But Scooter, at one point, you were laughing and said I did not owe you an apology because my intent was to joke what your saying is every time you come in the panel. Something about your Section 8 new apartment. That's the only thing I was joking about. But the impact can turn around when your favorites make you feel like somebody else is doing something wrong, or even if the crowd felt like, Chavon, you shouldn't have said that to Scooter. I could be woman enough to say, okay, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to apologize because that's fake as fuck.
I can. But Chavon, this is what I wanted to say. I think is because if that's what she said, oh, if you may be kissing around, you may get HEP or whatever she said, but she meant to say HPV. And right? So the fact is, who told her that? And why would she say that? So what conversations have you had prior to that? Somebody else saying it? I think we're not really clocking it for what it is. So this conversation probably been mentioned by some other former people with her, and that's why she mentioned it. So who said what and what was said?
Well, I don't talk to none of them on the back end. The only person I talk to on the back end is Netra, and I have not talked to Netra over the phone literally in months. Okay? The last thing that me and Netra talked about was bras. Me and Netra does not even discuss TikTok for real. Let's be clear here. Another thing, I haven't slept with a man in FOE, don't tend to, or nobody around. So nobody can say anything or assume any of that. Let's clear that up as well. There's not a guy that honestly can come over here and tell y'all they have sexually been with me that's a part of Messy Talk. So all the rumors and the hoes, I can joke, I can flirt, I can do what the fuck I want to do with it without a pickle with my tongue. I can bounce this ass, I can clap this bitch, I can bounce these titties. That's my motherfucking business. Okay? I ain't took no trips and passed this pussy to nobody. We're gonna be clear on that. For all the accusations and the whole comments and I'm nasty. Let's be clear. See, a lot of y'all always quick to believe anything that people say when they're your favorite person and somebody that you don't like. But assumptions makes you look like asses. And if you be yourself at all times, life will be greater.